Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this lesson you are going to work with the objects, and one of the ways that you can work with the object is using the shape tools. Let me remove this heart, select and delete, and now click on the shape tool, click and hold. You will have all of the other tools inside it. If you click on this arrow, you can detach it just like this, and now we can choose from it and create our objects. Let's start with the rectangle tool. Click and drag just like this. You will create your rectangle. Each shape or each object that you create in Illustrator, they have fill and stroke on them. For now, our fill has some kind of gradient on it. We can change the color to anything that we want. For the stroke also, we have the colors. We can choose from any color that we want, and then we can increase the width of the stroke. By the way, I'm going to cover the appearance and the colors in the next section, so no worry about that. Let's change the color to something more interesting. Okay, let's keep it like this. If you want to disable the fill on the stroke, you can click on this box with the red line. Just like this, we disable the stroke and the fill both together. Let's bring them back. Okay, let's increase the stroke again. And we can do the same thing over here. This one is the stroke and this one is the fill. You can swap between the fill and the stroke with the X key. If I want to disable this, I can just click on this one. We just disable it like this. We can do it for the fill as well. And similar to the above settings that we have, we can change the colors if we want. Let's Ctrl Z to undo. If you want to create a perfect square, we can do that by pressing on the shift when we are creating. Just like this, we are creating a perfect square. Even if you don't press on the shift, you have this smart guide, the pink arrow telling you when you have the perfect circle. Okay, when you want to move something, we have to click on this icon, which is the selection tool, and I will move it over here. This one is the rounded rectangle or square. You can change the roundness of the corners by playing with the arrow keys up and down. You can increase and decrease the roundness just like this. The other one is the circle or ellipse tool. Press on the shift to make a perfect circle. And if you press on the shift and space together, you can move it around like this and create your circle anywhere that you want. Let's make it a perfect circle and press on the V for the selection tool, move it over here. Then we have the polygon tool. You have the name of each tool over here. Now let's create this. You can change the number of the size of this polygon with the arrow keys up and down. You can increase and decrease just like this. Let's keep it like this. And press V to bring it over here. And then you have the star tool. As we said, you can press on the space to move it around while you are still clicking on it. And then with the arrow keys up and down, you can increase the size of the star. And also if you press on the Control or Command, you can change the size of the peaks of the star. Just like this. So these are the basic shapes inside the Adobe Illustrator. They look basics, but they are really get complex when you are playing with them. Just let me cover the flare tool as well. This one basically create a flare, just like this. So as we said, these are basic shapes, but when you're playing with them, you can make them really complex. If you select on the direct selection tool, this is the selection tool, you select a shape like this. But when you go to the direct selection tool, which is the white arrow, this one, now you can play with the points that this rectangle is made of, and you can create all the types of shapes from this rectangle. Of course, we are going to cover this in detail in the coming sections and lessons, but for now I just want to let you know that you can create complex shapes from these basic shapes like this. Okay, this will be the end of this lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to cover the transform controls inside Illustrator. See you there. Bye bye.